So Dwayne, I've seen you talk about a major turning point in your life, which was a heart attack. And I can only imagine what a health event like that can do to make you get perspective on life in general.
Right.
Specifically, looking back on it, was that a huge catalyst in the change that we now all see on YouTube and the influence we see, or was it maybe the beginning point, but it didn't change that quickly? What was that really like for you?
Well, the heart attack was minor.
Yeah.
But it was just part of a whole series of life
Right.
things that were not ideal.
Right.
And it was just another part of things that were blowing the horn that saying, hey, you got to change who you are. You got to change what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I went in the doctor. They said it was a heart incident. They called it. The wake up call wasn't so much the heart incident. It was how I reacted to it. You know, it's like, I think I'm having a heart attack. Good. I don't have to deal with this anymore.
Wow.
You know, and if this can end. I'm gonna go to sleep. I won't wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And instant change of Dwayne. And I woke up the next morning, and
Were you disappointed?
I was.
Really?
I was. I was. Yeah. No, I was in a real bad place.
Describe what was the bad place. What was the
Well,
convergence?
I had been in a real angry, combative
Okay.
place
Okay.
for a lot of years.
A lot of anger.
Came from a family that was very tight wound,
Okay.
a bit combative. Good people. I come from a really good family. I don't want that to be misunderstood.
Sure.
And I grew up in a church that was very combative. There were a lot of things in life that had accumulated to the point where it's like, I didn't like me, my wife didn't like me, my kids didn't like me. You know, it's like, and then you just come to a place one day where you look in the mirror and you say, I'm 50 years old, and if I had 50 more years, I can't stand the thought of living the next 50 years in the condition I have been in the last 50 years. So I need to make some changes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So take us through that. You wake up in the hospital the next day.
No, I woke up in my bed.
Oh, okay, so it was so the incident
this
happened
was
at
at
home.
home.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, I was in bed,
Okay.
and I'm like, I'm not even going to wake my wife up.
I see.
And,
you were going to grit it out. You thought this was it.
Yeah, and I went to sleep.
Okay.
And
you wake up
I
and
woke
you're
up
still
next
alive.
morning, and I'm like, life is killing. I'm letting life kill me,
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
can put it like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, my diet's killing me. My attitude is killing me. I'm letting everything around me just drive me crazy, and I can't live like this anymore. And change is not.
That's right.
Change is take one thing, fix it. Take another thing, fix it. It's a journey. Change is a journey.
That's right.
When you find yourself in a really bad place in life, normally you didn't get there overnight, and you're not going to get out overnight.
Yeah.
You know, what I had was a culmination of 50 years of life, and so it wasn't going to change in 6 months. I got myself into that situation by how I looked at things and how I handled things and how so it was on me. I'm not blaming the rest of the world. And I think that's the first place you got to get.
Yes,
You
sir.
got to say, what are my decisions that has got me in this mess? And so what decision am I going to make to start getting me out of this mess? It doesn't do any good to blame everybody around you for whatever situation you're in.